How's it going, guys? Before we start, I would like to actually like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your consideration. Watch the video all the way through, but I need to get my view time up. Anyway, thank you. I dropped a video yesterday that I promptly deleted, seeing as it got exactly one view in the past 24 hours. It's obvious you guys weren't messing with that. It was a Naruto video, so seems like you guys enjoy my Dragon Ball Z content more, so I'll be focusing primarily on that. Anyway, let us begin. We start this with a off in Dr. Zero's lab. This is Goku. This is the first time he's been activated since he's been kidnapped. Upon picking himself up out of his tank, he's greeted by Dr. Zero. At this point, Goku is fiercely intelligent, seeing as he has been experimented on over all this time and bettered by Dr. Zero, and he calls Goku, not really by his name, but Android 20. I know that doesn't make much sense, but I'm just going to say that Android 20 hasn't been created yet, so yeah. Goku at this point is Android 20. Goku, able to stay intact with most of his previous memories, just accepts this, looking for a chance to get out. While he was inside that tank, he was conscious. He could even see into the computer what Dr. Zero was doing. He could sense it. He can sense his fingers moving. And with him being super intelligent at this point, he had already mastered all the basic functions of the keyboard. So he saw what Dr. Zero was typing in, giving him a rough estimate of what's going on around here. From Goku's knowledge, he realizes that he's not the only one here. There are twins here that Dr. Zero kidnapped and turned into androids. However, they've been in hibernation for quite a while, seeing as Dr. Zero hasn't really gotten a good grip in controlling them. There's an Android 16 who's actually even stronger than his twins, who's purely mechanical and isn't part biological like him and his twins. However, he himself is a very special existence. He has almost no mechanical parts at all. And the only mechanical part he does have is the infinite energy machine or device. However, this isn't purely mechanical, seeing as it runs off of his biomechanical functions, so at this point it's basically part of his body. He's not retrofitted with a bomb, because at this point Dr. Zero thinks he's completely destroyed Goku's mind and he's just a hollow shell for him to be controlled by. So Goku takes this stance as this hollow shell created specifically for Dr. Zero. He doesn't say a single word. Now let's cut over to the Z Fighters. At this point, the years passed. Everyone has increased their strength, with Piccolo at 35,000, Raditz at 28, Tien at 25, Krillin at 20, and others sparsely between each of them. Oh, and Gohan at 24. A bit weaker than Tien, but he'll be able to hold his own. Gohan at this point is actually quite a bit more interested in fighting, seeing as he wasn't really raised to study as he was inside the original. So he has much more of a battle sense than Gohan would really usually have during this amount of time. 3 shuttles crash into the Earth. Dr. Zero is immediately made aware of this and goes to take a look, send some of his surveillance insects to take a look. Just as Turbo, Nappa, and Vegeta get out their pods. The Z Fighters meet up with them. Once this happens, something strange happens. Immediately after making their way out of their pods, all of them destroy their scouters. And Vegeta tells them to sit down. He would like to have a conversation with them. Raditz is immediately skeptical of this, as well as everybody else to a lesser degree. Vegeta is hot-headed, and he'd kill a man for his pride. And to come all this way, he's I can't even speak correctly. I'm sorry, my fault. He's most definitely going to kill them. However, this isn't really the case. See, Vegeta has been having quite a bit of thought over this past year. While he was image training with the others, thought had come into his head. From what he can gather, the Earthlings are reasonably strong. There's a chance that their strength may grow even larger with Raditz there. And he doesn't know how much they are in number, but if they're comparable in strength to him by the time he gets there, he'll put his plan into motion. And that's exactly what Vegeta does. You see, Vegeta actually put their ships off course, or made it appear that they were off course, to the Frieza station's computers. And as far as they're concerned, Vegeta and the rest of the Saiyans had crashed into a star. And this star, quote unquote, was not a star at all. This was Earth. They actually made it so they appeared quite a bit away from their actual destination, crashing into a random star somewhere. And once they destroyed their scouters, which immediately coincided with their landing on the planet, it seemed like all of them had perished. So, Vegeta asked them if they have a chair. And all of them sit down. Raditz is incredibly nervous sitting at a table with Vegeta. Vegeta basically ignores his existence for now. It's not use getting into that whole useless thing. So, he says to him that he'd like to make a deal with him. Vegeta isn't the type to really ask for help. So he's going to do it in a way that benefits him and also them, so it doesn't seem like he owes them anything. So Vegeta immediately says that he's not here to fight. Well, not anymore. He could sense their powers from off the world. At this point, each of them are able to control their ki and even recognize other people's keys. So he actually was prepared to do this before he actually reached the planet itself. Piccolo asks what the hell is he on about. Vegeta says that he wants an alliance. After hearing this, Piccolo's quite a bit confused, asks what he wants an alliance for and why the hell should they help him. Vegeta smiles and said that there's a good chance that Frieza himself will come looking for this planet eventually. Seeing as they had just faked their deaths, Frieza might come to this place just to confirm that Raditz is dead, seeing as the Saiyans are an eyesore. So, he proposes a little deal between the two of them. Well, the group of them. They help him kill Frieza. They don't have to worry about Frieza. And when he finally takes over the galaxy, they don't have to worry about him. He won't come to this backwater planet with nothing to really offer. And he'll also give them some of his technology, offering them Turbo's pod. They're actually quite a bit skeptical because of this. However, Vegeta says that it's in everybody's best interest to go along with his plan. Raditz, who's even more skeptical of this than Piccolo himself, begins thinking it through. Raditz at this point is already aware that Frieza destroyed their homeworld, as well as Frieza's complete disdain for Saiyans. So he implores the Z Fighters to think about it. At first, Piccolo is skeptical, but he realizes that this may be the only chance they have. They don't have to fight these guys, and they can get rid of a future threat to Earth right now at the moment. And Bulma even chimes in saying that with this technology, just from a quick glance at Tarpo's pod, she says that she can help something to make them stronger. A new training method for them. This is when everybody shakes hands and the deal is set. Okay, guys, that's the end of this part. Vegeta will be leaving with everybody to planet Namek at this point. He's already aware of the Dragon Balls themselves. So, I put it like this purposely because I want them to make it to planet Namek. And it'd be a lot more interesting if they were to battle there rather than Earth. Goku will be more formally appearing in the next part. Thank you for watching. See you later.